Hello there everyone, thank you so much for watching the DayZ podcast. I want to thank all of our Patreon and YouTube supporters for all of their support. It is really much appreciated. I want to thank Malinar, Ken Brown, Tank Dazza, Shane Murphy, Big Dog, Florida AF and Eric Johnson for our Patreon supporters. Much appreciated and much love to you all. And I also want to give a special thank you to our YouTube members, Jake Zero Cool, OG Bricktop, T-Dog, Stud Muffin, Hannah Epps, Zenith777, You My Size, Andrew Boyd, Michael, Darkwing Tate, DayZ Hub, Marson P2, Matt Z, Raymond Normoyle, King Alabar and Kenny Baker. You are all absolutely fantastic. You are absolute legends. Thank you so much for providing for the show and supporting us in all of our episodes. We really do appreciate it and we can't wait to see you on the next show, the DayZ podcast. And we're live. Hello there. Episode 118 of the DayZ podcast. Hello everybody. Hello chat. I hope everyone is doing okay. Hello to all of our new followers, subscribers, everybody. Thank you. How are you doing, Dom?
I'm doing pretty good, buddy. I'm doing pretty good. And you yourself?
I need a kind of rock star.
Hey, join the club.
Hey! Oh, you've got original flavour. No, blueberry and pomegranate's where it's at.
No, original, okay? I don't want to taste my tiredness. I want to drown it.
No, mate. It's so good.
Hashtag not sponsored.
You would actually be like, oh, they're sponsored. That would be a great sponsor, to be fair. Rockstar, hit us up. Hello everybody in chat, thank you very much for coming to the newest episode. I am joined here by a good friend Dump. No idea where Lemons is. We've messaged him, tried to reach out to him, no response. So I can only assume that he's stuck in traffic somewhere and hopefully he turns up for the rest of the show. What the WTF is that Rockstar crap? Don't you know I've been working out to get an Iron Brew sponsorship? F me, lad. Hey
Raph,
hey bud. Oh, how you doing, bud? You doing alright?
Yeah,
boy. You got a kind of Rockstar as well?
I haven't had my caffeine.
Get your caffeine, boy. Get it. But yeah, like I said, so Lemons isn't here, so but Wrath is here, so hello. Thanks for popping in, mate. I hope you're doing all well. So, yeah, it's been a interesting week. Another interesting week, but for this time, for very good reasons. Very good reasons. And I missed it. I was at work. I wanted to live stream it and do my reaction, and I had to go work. Was annoyed.
Just call in sick.
I need to be paid, Raph, for my work. I can't take sick days.
It's just a day. Just
No.
one day.
No.
One day.
No. That's a lot of money I lose in one day. No.
Raph,
I'm good.
You offered to pay for his loss of wages? That is so kind of you.
I know, right? You know when my PayPal is, you know, it's alright.
Well, you know, I am thinking about starting a GoFundMe page for Lad so he can get his hands on an Xbox so he can enjoy the glories of DayZ on console.
You know what, Raph? I'll tell you this. If you get a GoFundMe and you raise enough money by Lad, I will personally purchase a custom Red 9 skin for him.
I think I might want an Xbox.
No, for the Xbox. It's
Oh.
the skin you can put on the Xbox. They're so cool looking.
Shit. Before we continue on, I just need to read out this one comment, which honestly I completely 100% agree with. 119 teaser on episode 118 seems like a missed shot. You're not wrong. You're not wrong at all.
Wait,
Whoa,
in the podcast and restart and then make it 1.19.
Right, okay, right. We'll see you guys next in the next 5 minutes for episode 119. Thank you very much for coming along. I really do appreciate it. Well, thank you very much for coming along. No, I'm joking. But yes, so the teaser stream was that took place. I believe it was 2 days ago now.
Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't feel like 2 days ago. It feels like yesterday.
Feels like a week.
Ugh. And yeah, it was a really interesting stream to watch. Dumprath, did you manage to watch it?
I managed to catch a few bits and pieces of it, but like you, lad, I had to work.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
I had to wait. I had to wait till Mark's made a video for me to get the good bits.
Get to the gist. Get to the gist. Yeah, I mean that's fair enough. What about you? What about yourself, there, Dump?
Yeah, I didn't get to watch it unfortunately, but I did go back and listen to it. There was a lot of it was cool listening to Scale Speeders and Mark's ones on it.
Yeah.
And then they also just put out a video in their spotlight that got pushed out today, where they did their own highlights from it as well. So that was pretty cool to listen to as well. But no, I did not get to. I was too busy taking care of my niece and nephew, which always take priority.
Absolutely, yeah, that's no problem at all.
Family first.
Well, that's it. Well, that's a policy on this show. Family first, always. But I came home from work. I managed to sit down. I actually sat down with DOJ. We both watched it, like rewatched the VOD at the exact same time, and I was just astounded. It's some of the teaser pictures that they showed off, but I was really interested in what they were talking about as well, especially in terms of like the modding. One of the things that they were talking about was the scalable objects, which is something I've been wanting for years. You can scale objects when you're making a map, but you can't do it with like an editor like DayZ editor or anything like that. And it'll save, like it won't do that until 1.19, which I think is very cool. But obviously, the work that's been put into the map, from what we saw.
No, it looks really good.
It was so good. I kept saying to him at the end, I was like, mate, you've done such a fantastic job.
You know what's really funny is even if we didn't like get told that it was some newcomer to the team doing this stuff, it would have been obvious because DOJ has that not necessarily meticulous placement, but he knows how to place it well enough for it to look like it was there.
But it was great. It was just such a lovely stream, and it was nice that they admitted that they were on a private server. Like they had a specific run. Found the Yellow King helmet. Surprised Sumrak didn't die from the elements, but at the same time, he can't kill a chicken for shit. From what I saw, he can't kill a chicken for shit, and I wish I had that clip because I was creased.
A lot of people have problems killing chicken, man. Chickens are the
They're the easiest things to kill. You literally just sprint. You do a heavy attack.
These guys are like cockroaches. They take multiple rounds. You can stomp on them all you want. They just will not die unless you're literally 100% committed.
Skill issue. All right, I'm telling you now. Skill issue.
You think with me using a freaking fire axe?
Yeah, I totally agree with Lad. It's a skill issue, but the way you describe chickens, it sounds like an admin's messing with you. Like he's just like making the god mode chicken.
Oh my god, yeah, exactly. Like, oh,
no, it's like for me, I go after him with a freaking fire axe, and I'm missing like 3 or 4 times when I'm clearly hitting the chicken. All right, and then only when I pull out my heaviest rifle and blow it into 1,000 pieces does it actually freaking die.
You know, Wrath, after seeing your newest video with your friend thinking that you were outside and then pretty much almost getting murdered, I wonder if it's the game's fault or if it's your fault based on the company you keep.
Speaking of that, lad, I send you a copy of that video that Dump's talking about, so if you want to watch that, you can go ahead.
Yes,
because it's really funny.
The shorts, yes, no problem at all. Let's actually pull that up there. No problem at all.
No, we can't.
I left you 2 of them.
You can't kill a chicken.
You're just bad, bro. You're just bad. What's wrong with you, bro? God, you're just so bad. Right. Okay. Let's watch this clip. I'm gonna post this short in the chat, so if anybody else wants to watch it, they certainly can. Hello, Zarge. Hope you're keeping all right, mate. Okay, let's have a look at this. All right. Are you ready to watch it dump at the same time? Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
Right. 3, 2, 1, go. No. I'm looking at heat map. Okay.
I know you're outside the base you already have. Huh? Why are you pointing your gun at me?
I'm not pointing a gun at you. Oh, Chuck,
That's not you.
that's not me.
Oh my gosh.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Not great. Not
That
great.
one cracked me up.
You can't script that. No amount of scripting and timing can have that. That was all natural. None of that was scripted. And looking back, me and Chuck were like laughing our asses off. Like, as soon as you say that, you get shot at. That's something from a movie that we see.
Yes.
True.
That's like a Guy Ritchie film. That was some shit. It was great.
That was
I just got Zarge just said, hello laddie, I'm fine, having a smoke while watching. Yourselves, you all doing good? Yeah, we're doing good, great. You're doing really, really good.
yeah.
Right, okay,
Doing
we'll
good,
just...
except for we're here with the person who can't kill a chicken.
Well, there you go, I mean...
Oh, no.
issue.
From one of my favorite video games, Wrath. What do they call you? A chicken chaser?
Really, you have to hit me with the fable. You have to hit me with fable.
What do you do? Chase chickens?
I do.
Yeah, Lord.
When I have nothing else.
Oh, this Wrath guy.
Yeah,
Can't
this
kill a chicken.
He sucks. Eh, Lord. I just got word from Lemons. He's not long just woke up. However, he does have an extremely bad migraine, and he won't be attending this episode. So everybody wish him the best. Hopefully he recovers for next week. But yeah, everybody send me your best wishes to him.
We love you, man. Release date win.
That's the only reason he's not going to be... Like, he's just...
Where's it coming at the PC? Come on, at the PC, please.
He did submit a couple of graffiti for that graffiti
Mate.
contest that's coming out.
Oh yeah, I'm going to be talking about that later because that graffiti contest was pretty cool. The submissions have been absolutely fantastic. But we'll get to that. We'll get to that. But yeah, I mean, out of the locations that they showed off, and they posted a dedicated forum on the forums.dayz.com website. And they posted all these images on the stream. For some reason, the JPEGs. DOJ was confirmed to have taken some of these screenshots, or at least all of them. And, oh, mate, they were so nice. Like, this little addition
I will say this, the very top photo in Livonia, when I saw that, I was like, why is there a screenshot of a server that I'm currently on right now? Because dead ass, I was on a Livonia server that had apartment buildings in the spawn zones, just like that.
Yes.
I'm like, you crafty bastards.
Yeah, no problem at all. But yeah, I mean, they had like a whole bunch of different images to post. They had this one here, which I was actually quite interested to kind of talk about a little bit, actually. See if we can get all of our cameras on since Wrath is here, the setup of West. So hello everybody. So this one's quite an interesting one. The foggy one. Dump and Wrath, if you know which one I'm talking about. It's got the path that leads up. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the one they said that we're not going to tell you what's going on there.
Yeah.
You'll have to find out.
Yeah, I reckon. I mean, it's going to be leading to a military base of some kind, right? My OBS is frozen. Apparently.
It's either leading to one of those new military locations that they're not talking about, or it's leading to a military location that they're not talking about that has something in it that they definitely don't want to talk about yet.
Yeah, absolutely. And whatever it is, could it be a base within the crater? we just don't know. See, but there is definitely something going on because the way that these trees are right here, just in this section, here, once I actually get a right location, there we go. So, you know, compared to the rest of the trees, these trees are they're dead, right? You know, they're completely dead. So it would be interesting if it turns out this was some kind of permanent gas zone, or it is a military compound in the south end of the map, and it leads up to it. But it is a really interesting question of how does it lead up to there.
It almost reminds me. Go ahead, Dom.
Oh, what do I think? So, first off, we can see that it's on two roads intersecting. One road leading to a higher elevation with the road leading down below, right? And then, like you said, in the distance, you can see the trees up in the fog. Some of them are leaning and some of them are dead while the rest of the area is lush, right?
Right.
I wonder if this, like you said, this might be leading to a base. But I also wonder if this is going to be a dynamic toxic zone range. So what I mean by that is I wonder if that yellow sign is a warning sign. Anything past this point is, you know, whatever warning that there's a bunch of dynamic zones. And then there's going to be a bunch of like little nooks and goodies and stuff like that that people are going to be able to discover. That's what I wonder, just because of the way it looks. It looks like it's a, you know, this is where people go to like clean up and change, and then they go into the area.
Yeah. It's whatever it is, I'm extremely excited. And, you know, I think we'll only have to wait a couple more weeks now at this point, and maybe a couple more weeks for it to hit. Yeah. Pardon me, I shouldn't have had that Rockstar.
Dirty drinking.
It's practically empty already. But this picture here, and we've got it for the thumbnail for the stream, but this picture here, I was shook. I was like, oh my god. It was absolutely amazing. And one thing I just want to quickly just double check on something here. Are they wearing a head torch?
Yes,
You know,
I believe so.
it's
right. Okay.
It's the only one they can have
Boy,
flat.
I did put a link above. I'll repost the link again. This is the forum that we're at. It has all of the images we're looking at.
Yeah, absolutely. So
straight up like Walking Dead, the Last of Us type vibes going on with this little carousel.
Oh, it absolutely does, and it's really cool that they've actually went ahead, or at least DLJ went ahead to create something like this. It's a really nice effect. It's a really nice situation here. And there's the link to the forum post if anybody wishes to click onto it. There it has all the pictures, but it's the attention to detail, the level of detail that has gone into it to just create this. And I think they said that this is the only overgrown one, so that kind of leans me to believe that there's maybe something more so on the south end side of the map to cover something like this, which is a really interesting thought.
Well, this is actually interesting because this is what a lot of DayZ players want to see or think they want to see inside DayZ itself. They want to see the world be reclaimed by vegetation. They want to see the dirt, the grime, and stuff like this. And while maybe in-game it may not look as gorgeous as this, because obviously this is a very well set up photo, I think that DayZ doing this with Livonia is cool because maybe Livonia, this is further down south, and maybe Livonia is becoming more and more overgrown. Which is cool.
Yeah, it's a natural stage of progression when it comes to that. But there's more pictures that they showed off here, and I want to quickly go through them. So this is more like a hunting communal area, which I really thought was a nice, again, another nice little detail with the deer skulls and whatnot. You got the bunch of boxes, and you've got the, you know, the chairs here and whatnot. A little bit of rubbish here and there, and it was really nice. It was a really nicely framed picture, which to be fair, from DOJ. I'm not entirely surprised, but it seems, it's really, really nice. It's a good level of detail put into it, and it makes it feel more lived in, more, I wouldn't say alive, but more authentic, I guess you could say.
It's what we call really good environmental storytelling. It's telling you that there were other people here that were trying to survive out in the middle of the wilderness, either before or during or after this event has happened.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, this picture. This goddamn picture.
Oh, Lord.
Are we gonna drive the truck in the village? Is this gonna be drivable? Is this the new vehicle?
No, it's a big-ass goddamn truck. Lorry thing.
No, little Timmy. We're not doing that just yet.
Maybe one day. But no, so first
when you're older.
When you're older. So first off, a lot of people I saw were talking about this here in the background. Looks like something that they put in from Arma 3, probably. Or possibly Arma 4, who knows at this point. And it's just a static object that is in there because of the way the deforestation of Livonia is. Now, I want to make a special little mention. This looks like, to me, is a brand new surface. It's a brand new clutter as well. And I noticed that, and I said to DOJ, I was like, is that new? And he just laughed. He was like, maybe. So, I really like this level of detail here to start off, because if there's one thing that's happened, which we'll see in more images, is that some parts of Livonia has been deforested. There's some trees have been taken down, knocked down, which I'm pretty sure Summit G or 1G is going to be really happy with, because we all know he hates trees. So again, another really nice level of detail here. Really, really cool. There is more stuff in the background of the picture, but I can't quite make out what it is down here in the background, unfortunately. So we'll just have to see how it goes from there. There's Chuck. Hello, Chuck. I'm glad to know that he didn't pass away. That's good. But as we can see here, more areas deforested. You've got the log piles here, there, and everywhere. Again, the new surface has shown up, but it's people were saying that the bear was photoshopped in because it just looks so weird. Just
people are saying that the bear looks redone.
I
mean, it's been redone for a few updates now, to be fair.
Technically, it has been redone. I think a lot of people have not had the courage to go look at it, in a sense.
To be fair, you're not wrong. But, again, a nice level of detail here. With the way that...
Retextured wolves will win.
One day, maybe one day. But it's... 119 is shaping up to be a real nice update for Livonia. And here's another thing as well. I haven't seen anybody talk about this yet, but has anybody noticed something with the water?
It has a pretty good
reflection. It's kind of deep.
It also isn't, that's not the regular water, though.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. That's completely reworked water, because if I know better, that looks like the same kind of, I guess, quote unquote, texture for like the ocean to keep you from seeing the bottom.
So no, it's screen space reflection. I believe that's the term, SSR. So, little fun fact. So, water in DayZ, especially with Livonia, is governed by an EMAT. And there's a lot of different factors at play that can make it work. Working on something like this is a pain in the ass. I hate it so much. I had to do it. It is brutal. But one of the key features, a part of that, is a SSR, which was not introduced in previous updates. This will be the first update that I'll actually have it properly, I believe. So whether more work has been done to make it more worthwhile, we don't know. But it's possible. And I think this is gonna be introduced a little bit more, but we'll have to see. But this quarry here was really, really nice. Really, really nice done. And it's only one of God knows how many. But, I mean, look at the sheer scale of it, though. It's massive.
Pretty large.
It is massive.
Yeah, comparing it to the fence off on the hillside, and then comparing it to the actual quarry.
I wonder how many people are going to jump into it.
That'd be funny as hell.
I would jump in. No problem at all. I'd be like, right, okay, let's see what the crack is. Let's see what happens.
Wouldn't be bad for a nice little, like a stash point, you know.
Well, that's it, yeah. I mean, if you look here, again, another level of detail here. You know, different bushes that are in the rocky parts of the... well, the grassy parts of the rocks. Only on those points. Again, which is, again, really, really nice level of detail. Obviously, it doesn't show off too much. But, yeah, it'd be... Do you think they'll allow us to use rocks as static objects? One day. Maybe one day, we'll have to see. Hello, Steve, from Expansion. Hope you're doing alright, mate. But this one, I absolutely loved.
As static?
As BLDR, yes, but I'm not too sure it's static, but I'll have to double check. Hey, DOJ, we're just talking mad shit about you. And all the crap work you've done. No, but I was saying to DOJ actually a little bit here yesterday. It's a nice little area. Again, it's more authentic. It's got authenticity. It's got a little, I would say, like a workshop area or something like that. More trees. It's got the deer skull again on top of it. How's Ladchamp and the gang today? Ladchamp is good. Ladchamp is good. Lemons isn't with us today, unfortunately. He's got a bit of a migraine, so he's had a call off this time, but that's perfectly fine. Because Wrath is here, me good lad. So this picture, again, really, really nice level of detail. But we're just going to have to see how many more of these are going to be introduced. Because I'm pretty sure, and correct me if I'm wrong, but they were talking about how it isn't the case where they've just completely revamped the southern part of the map. They've just done a lot more POIs, which I think's okay, personally. I think it's a really interesting idea. And I know DOJ, and I think he's going to have a really, really nice take on it. So I am excited to see how it does roll on. I wonder if it's on a road with other houses or hidden on a trail. I would imagine it would be on a trail. I imagine it would be on a trail. What do you guys think?
Looks like more like a trail. I don't see anything that would say that car is driving up into it, you know, like a dirt road.
Not at this point, no.
Now I could be wrong. There could be like a small road like behind the house, because that hill sort of gives off the vibe that a car could be parked down that precipice of the hill.
Well, that's it exactly.
Yeah. No, I think it's a road. I think it's one of those really small dirt roads, you know, where they have grass growing all over it.
Yeah.
And it's not one of the like. So you have your asphalt, you have your concrete, you have your dirt roads that are leveled, and then you have the dirt roads that are like completely overgrown. If you ever go to Western Chinaris near the dam, you'll see what I mean. There's roads out there that if you're not paying attention, you'll actually lose track of where the road is. So I could see one of those going up there.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, Zelensky military has the same type of road where you could tell that it used to be a road. It's just been abandoned for so long that it's overgrown.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely, because like this is a large scale house, and you would build a service. Those are called service roads in America. You build a service road to get up here to build it.
And this image here is it's surprisingly actually one of my favorites. They're introducing more summer camps because in 118 there's only one summer camp in Livonia, which is an absolute shame. But now they're going to be introducing more summer camps in there, and this one is really nicely designed. Again, I was saying at DOJ, it's nice that they've got a little communal area in the center here. They got the the garbage section, more like or whatever,
Soccer ball area.
Yeah, soccer ball area and everything like that. And it's it's just off the road. It's really nice. Again, nicely placed trees and grass and everything like that. It is really solid. Again, it's just really, really nice. But just imagine going to a summer camp and you got the power lines above you. That'll be a bit. Oh,
Sounds like most places people live.
not over it. Then again, I say that, and I'm like, I live like 15 minutes away from a power line, so then that's fair enough. But this one here, this picture, the idea of this is so nice. This is one of my favorites.
Somebody who was trying to live off the land.
Absolutely, it is just. It's good design.
It's next to a pond.
Like I can imagine actually like setting up a little base here, just setting up and just being way out the way, obviously depending where it is. Whether being one of a kind. It's tree bus tree, whatever. It's just again a nice little level of detail to the whole map at this point. So good. So good. I'm still terrified of hiding in the reeds, though.
The reeds, man.
Oh, mate.
I demand more reeds in Livonia, or at least in Chernaris. I don't care what reason you have to give it, but I want more reeds because it's so terrifying running through those things.
It really is. But it's brilliant when you hide in there, not gonna lie. It's really cool. But again, I've been gushing on about it, but it's again lovely, fantastic level of detail. You can definitely tell that a lot of love and passion has went into it, just by this. And I can't wait to see it. I absolutely cannot wait to see it. But from what you guys did see, what was kind of like your overall impressions? What other stuff do you feel like they touched on was really cool, or wish that they would have elaborated on more? Love to hear your thoughts. Talking now.
I like how.
Go on then.
Sorry, I heard
Jeez.
No, you first up. You first.
One of the things I like about this is they're sticking, or DOJ or whoever's making it, is sticking with the theme of Livonia overall, which is really cool. And I love, like you were saying earlier, how they're doing more points than they are necessarily creating like new areas. Because one of the things, well, yes, I know maybe people don't like Livonia, President Columbia included. It would be so weird to have areas suddenly become, large or small towns or medium towns, a bunch of stuff like that. Like overhauling the map like that, I totally agree. It'd be off-putting in my eyes. But adding points of interest and these kind of things of intrigue, as well as places where like maybe they once held an event there, as well as people trying to survive, I think is really cool. And I believe it makes people want to explore the southern part of the map more, because that's the biggest complaint I hear from people, is the south part of the map is useless to them.
Yeah.
Or in my eyes, I see the base building utopia where you can hide stuff because nobody ever goes down there. But yeah, this is really cool.
Absolutely. Rath, what do you think, mate?
I wish they would probably elaborate more on how the spawns are going to be, because I know there's a few spawns on Livonia currently that are, let's just say, disorienting. You don't know where to go. You don't know which direction that is where food and supplies is at. I know my buddy Chuck, he would spawn in the middle of the field. So I know that they said that they are going to won't be doing away with it completely, but having spawns be in areas that would, I guess, make sense
Yeah.
You won't be in the middle of a barren field with no kind of landmarks to tell you what direction to go.
Mm-hmm.
Because the way that Chernarus works is, you spawn on the coast, it's like, all right, keep the ball to my left shoulder, and I'm going to be heading in Cherno direction. Or if I keep it to my right, I'm going to head to Savet.
Yeah, exactly. I do wonder if the spawns will be the same for Livonia. But obviously with more stuff focused on the south. But obviously with the first image, they've also touched up areas in the north, so maybe we would actually see different spawn points, because I can just imagine spawning up in a town right next to the tenement buildings, especially if some fully geared guy with a Pioneer's sniping with a suppressor. That's going to be unpleasant. It's going to be fun, but still unpleasant. But hopefully
because that's what was one of the major downsides for Livonia. You didn't have like any kinds of not points of interest, but geography to tell you, like, all right, you're going to be in this location. You don't have like what we call iconic towns, iconic areas to tell you, it's like, okay, I'm here, or past this town, I'll be over there. And that was, I guess, what really made it unpopular, because you didn't have any points of interest or points of icons or iconic buildings to let you know, like, okay, I'm in this town.
Yeah, exactly. Mickey's just said in chat they said the change in spawns, so there you go. So that's not too bad then. But again, we'd love to see exactly what changes they'll be making to it, but we'll find out soon enough. But one thing that they did touch on but didn't elaborate, Chernarus is getting changes as well. Now, they didn't say if it was major, they just said it was, I believe it was just minor changes, a few little bits and bobs. But quite interesting. I'm really interested to see what they can do there, because with Chernarus being developed for over 10 years, what else can be done? Like, what can be done without expanding the map? I genuinely can't think of anything that doesn't require major changes.
There's a few spots in Chernarus that could do some love. I know there's a large open playing field near Tissy that there's absolutely jack all in. I could see them adding maybe another town, or expanding the military zone of Tissy to be in that particular location. Maybe the underground bunker section could be there. Hint, wink, wink.
That's not really a minor change, though. If they consider an underground system under Tizzy is a minor change, I dare to think what the hell they done with Livonia to warrant such a major change. But I mean, as Steve said, interiors, changing some of the millies. I mean, yeah, I suppose perhaps they will add submarines. Yes. How else will I get to Scalisty Island? But
they could add a bridge to Scalisty Island as well.
Honestly, I really hope they don't. I really hope they don't.
No, I hope they don't.
I mean,
they had a good attempt with Prison Island, but
yeah,
they made it easier for Prison Island.
They could do things with the quarry, the Severograd quarry, a little bit. They could they could start making kind of like what they're doing with Livonia. What if they put like little small points of interest around the map a little bit more?
That would be nice.
Give a little bit more things to go loot and stuff.
A little bit more oomph to it, yeah.
Yeah. Well, what if they I know they added the whole ski cabin area. Well, what if they enhanced upon that a little bit more? I always tell people who go, "Oh yeah, the ski cabin area, meh." I'm like, have you ever actually gone up there, like up the roads and stuff? It's really cool because it totally tells a story. It's really cool how it tells the story about it. It almost looks like they were in a panic trying to get out of that area.
Oh yeah,
when it happens, and they could improve upon there a little bit. I think little minor details here and there could enhance a lot of the areas they've already polished.
Yeah. Absolutely. I do think that if they do, obviously they're making Livonia a bit more overgrown with some sections. That's really cool. I think doing that to Chernarus would also be a very wise choice. That's one of the complaints that at least I've had with Chernarus is that, yes, there are obviously signs of a struggle. There are signs that time has passed. But at the same time, there's also signs where it's like everything's still quite still. Hasn't progressed with time as effectively as some other areas. So maybe they're doing some reworks in that area. Similar reworks to Nizhno and other towns would be cool. That would actually be really nice. I would like that. But yeah, if they date them up a bit, make them overgrown, that'd be great.
Definitely. Because like the cars you see scattered around, they look like they've been there for decades,
Yes.
maybe more, right? But then you look at the house and it's like
smashed windows and that's about it. Maybe ripped wallpaper. It seems a bit, yeah. See, it's go on.
Like the vibe I'm getting, for Chernarus is like a few weeks, maybe a few months have passed, while in Livonia it feels like a few years have passed with all the overgrown.
Yeah. And
because if you want to get into like storyline, Livonia could be taking place like say 10 years after the event.
That would be sick, actually.
I think the reason why Livonia looks a little bit, I guess, more for bear is Livonia is also a very rural place, even with its cities. I think like its largest town is about like as big as Cherno, but that's about it. Like every other place is pretty small compared to most of the places on Chernarus.
I wouldn't even said it's the size of Cherno. I would have said it's more so like the size of like
Electro, maybe.
Nah, I would have said Starry myself. Yeah. The
the
places aren't that big,
so it wouldn't be as well maintained.
Mm.
But still, having a car that looks like it's been there for a decade and having houses, I would like them to see them change one of them to fit the timeline.
Yeah, but see, and that's the thing. It's like Nizhno proved that DLJ has some really good ideas. So if it is the case where he has had full creative control and ability, obviously with the guidance of Sumrak, then it's going to be fantastic. It's going to be really, really cool. I can't wait. I really, really can't wait to see what is coming. But you know, we've had a few little teasers in that stream. What was the one thing that they didn't talk about that you thought they would have?
They talk about the vehicle simulations.
They touched on it, but they didn't really elaborate. They only said that it is coming in 119 unless something major happens. So we are getting it. We are.
The stream before this stream? They talked about interesting weapons, and they didn't touch on that again. Now, Major Dean asked Sumrak if he could bring anything into the game, what would he do? And Sumrak actually answered a very interesting thing. I love this. He said seasons. Sumrak wants seasons. That was really cool to hear. Now, does it mean we're getting it? Probably not. But also, Maitre D mentioned he would love to see the bow. And he did touch on the fact that they have said that it'd be too complicated, too much work, and too much effort for something like that. But that was the only thing we heard about possible interesting weapons, was the fact that he would like to see it, but maybe they probably wouldn't come out of because of the difficulties.
Yeah, because I have said before that I think they're actually lying about the whole bows situation. I think they are going to be making it, but if it turns out that it's true, that it's too much work and whatever, I'm going to be a bit critical here. How am I going to say this without sounding extremely mean?
Like you always do.
I just struggle to understand how they think it's too much work to re-implement the bows. Like, it's a fan favourite thing. They've been wanting it for months and years to come back, and then they say it's too much work, it's not going to happen. It's like, but why? Like, you've introduced so many different features. You've introduced, the gas clouds. You've introduced grenade launchers and all that kind of stuff, explosives. And I know it's not kind of like the same thing, but you've got access to an animation team. You've got all sorts of stuff coming in. Are you just lying that it's not going to happen, to be like to lower people's expectations, and then it turns out, oh, by the way, we were actually lying. Here you go. I hope it's the case, because there is evidence to show that they are working on them. But I don't know.
I would like to point out, lad. They said possibly not with the technical difficulties, but they've never said that it's not possible. Like, it's not like a hard no for the future updates. It's, I think, just more of a hard no for 1.19.
I hope they do the same thing as last year, where 1.14 was the major update, then 1.15 was the last minor update, and then they were like, oh yeah, by the way, here's an org with bullpup animations, and it's like, what?
I forgot about it.
Yeah. Everybody's forgotten about it.
Oh god, the Easter egg, man. Yeah,
mate, those Easter eggs are fun. They were fun.
Man, you have no idea how many times I've thrown a freaking bear into some dude's house and just hear the carnage within.
Oh, it's great. It's fun. But, I do hope that he was just telling a little fib about it. I'm still hopeful. I mean, I'm not a balls kind of guy, crossballs, but I'm still hopeful that they do get introduced. One thing I'm surprised, and I know people's thinking, oh, beating a dead horse. I watched the chat, and I watched the stream, and not one of you people said Red 9. Anything Red 9 related. You let me down. Come on.
Lad, we're trying to have it get put on the wall in the game. Therefore, they have to look at it every single time they work on the game. Red 9 win.
On top of that, have you seen some of the submissions? Oh, they're fantastic. I know Steve Eaton from like the oh shit, you did. He actually did. Oh my god, that is actually quite cool. It's a static object. I know. Table. Yeah. But yeah, the submissions.
I know Lemon was worked on one.
Yes, no, he worked on a couple. In fact, I'm gonna.
I even told maybe you should make another one where it's like half finished and there's like blood prints smeared on the unfinished bits to tell a little bit of a story.
Oh no, absolutely. I think those would be really cool. But yeah, I mean, I helped him implement them for him to put them into the game. So let's just show what our boy Lemons has done. And to be fair,
Pixels that actually has a Red 9 in
it. Yeah. So it wasn't that hard to actually get them in game, but he'd done some absolutely fantastic work. Really, really awesome work on these. And let's see if I can find the other one. Yeah, and this is the second one. And something I've always admired about Lemons is his attention to detail, but also the fact that every time he posts something like this, it goes all out. He's like, right, yeah, we gotta have the age, gotta have the banner, everything like that. It's not just gonna be a simple picture. Like, it's really cool. Really, really cool. And again, we've got to mention it, at least. We've got to mention it.
Oh yeah, Bodhi's masterpiece.
Scale Speeder was an absolute legend for doing this. I saw it and I was creased.
I loved how he made it look like it was almost like computer monitors. Do you remember them?
Yeah. Yes. Oh my god, it's like Banksy.
Have you guys seen Play Guy's submission?
I believe so.
Bit over the top, yes. But I think it's really cool.
I thought it was a really nice touch.
Yeah, he has two of them. They're so nice, though.
It was really, really awesome. So, and of course, Mike Doherty's is much better. Obviously, yeah, it's clearly going to win. Clearly.
Totally breaking the immersion of the game. It's like, whoa.
Of course, Mark's Get Good Noob. Perfection.
Bodie's one. Please give Brett mine.
Oh, shit.
Now, I will state, these are all so cool. But I think I agree with Iceblade. The majority of them actually don't finish Renaris 100%, but it's still really cool to see all of the effort and time they put into them.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I mean, I really like Michael's here. I thought that was a really nice one. The King, yeah.
Yeah.
That fits.
That's
to me,
really
that
cool,
really
too.
fits.
Yeah, definitely. I love how most of these have depth. They're so cool looking like that, because that's like something you see in graffiti art a lot, especially where I live. There's always depth to the graffiti. It doesn't look like someone just spray painted something on there. Like true artists give everything depth. It looks like it's about to pop out at you.
Oh,
And,
absolutely.
then we have the famous gum wall. Well, it's no longer famous. They took it down.
Yeah.
But there is something in this thing that bugs me. And it's not from DayZ or the people who care about the community, but there were people who were so blatant in one of the posts before, but in this post as well, to post of a picture of them under the map going,
Yes.
and yeah, I can still swim into people's spaces. And I get people want this fixed, but it bugs me because you guys are taking something that's supposed to be fun and taking care of the community and involving people. And when people post this, not only is it, spitting in the face of the whole feeling of it, but it's also blatantly telling people that you don't care about the game and you're willing to abuse glitches to gain an advantage. And that happens in closed doors. We know about that. But when you do it publicly, I hate that. I hate that so much.
No, I completely get that. I really, really do. It's
like this post is for like for people to get creative, help make the game a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
This is not the board where you're supposed to be like, right, this is what's wrong with your game. This is what you should be doing. Why are you posting all this like graffiti art? The game needs to be fixed. No, that's not the place. This is not the place for that.
No. Oh no! You are right. You are right, and it is an absolute shame. And I do feel sorry for the community managers and everybody who runs the Twitter for getting all the flack in that. It's like, oh, for God's sake! But but to counter that, there's been a lot of positive comments being going around, and recently, and I'll touch on this, but Cam Can't Run, who's a guest previously on the show, he made a really nice video about the team. Posted it on his Twitter. Gonna see if I can find it and get it up. And I actually I was watching this when I just got home from work, and it was a really nice video. Really nice video, and I'll just play it for you guys so you know what I'm talking about, and I'll post the tweet here, so if anybody wants to watch it there, show them some love, that would be great as well.
Hey guys, my name is Cameron. A lot of people that play this DayZ game that I enjoy say a lot of things. The DayZ dev team gets a lot of comments, and I just wanted to take a moment to say, holy shit, man, what a joy it has brought to my life, this game, the community that I've got connected with in tandem with playing the game, all the people that I've met through it. I have literally had people fly out from foreign countries to see me because of DayZ. I am going to be flying out of this country for the first time in my life to go meet someone that stemmed from DayZ. The impact that this game has had on me and my life is unspeakable. And I think very often the DayZ dev team just hears a lot of bullshit and a lot of flack that's sent their way. And sure, I am probably the most frustrated person in the world when it comes to the handbug, but at the same time, with all these problems that the game may have in certain stages of its development, like I am just so extremely grateful for the work that you guys do as a dev team, and I am absolutely indebted to you for the experiences of life that I've already had and that are coming in the future. So from me to you guys, the dev team, a person who plays your game regularly, I wanted you to see me say it. Thank you very much. I appreciate the effort that you guys put into it. I understand it is a job for some of you, so you may be past the fucking joy of it. But I'm here to say that regardless of how you feel about it, I truly appreciate the effort that you guys put into it. And I am absolutely indebted to all of you for allowing me to experience this realm of my life. Thank you guys very much.
And I just thought that was really nice to show off. And it was really, really nice of Cam, who genuinely is one of the most nicest people in the community.
That was very nice of him. Very nice of him.
But
you could tell it was
really well done.
It was again absolutely lovely, and he hit the nail right in the head. The devs get a lot of flack, and the community managers get a lot of flack. So just forget that there's real people behind them, behind those posts. There's real people who make these games, and they're not just people that don't exist. The real, just like me and you. Got to show the love. Some obviously they're not perfect, but
they're doing their job. They like with any other development team. After they release a game, there's maybe 3 or 4 years of them fixing all major issues and ignoring all the little minor ones, saying, "Oh, there's no time. We're working on the next project. Just give us more money and we'll fix it." But for them, it's been over 7 years since this game has came out, somewhere around there, and they're still
for 12 years.
Well, that's it. 12 years.
Yeah. Now, this is, mind you, folks, 12 years of only one real paid DLC. No microtransactions, no gimme gotchas, no nothing. Bought the game, you get to play the game.
Yeah, all they've done is just release either this map, made a few little bug fixes, and 3 years later, all right, we're done. We're making it 2. But no, they're sticking to it because that's what a good developer does. They stick with their product for as long as possible, making it the best possible version before starting on their next project, which they have a lot. And to be honest, they have with the other games that we see coming out, studios have 3 or 4 different games in the work, and once they pop one out, they'll work on that for maybe an extra year, and then be all right, we're done with this, on with the next game.
Yeah.
But no, they're continuously coming back and be all right, we're adding this, we're adding that, we're fixing this, try to fix that or make it less possible to be broken.
See, and that's the thing. It's obviously we I have to acknowledge the elephant in the room. There are some glaring issues with the game, but they've been worked on. Some issues that people were spamming in that 119 teaser stream. Some rec said that they're addressing it, they're working on it, and that's the best thing that they could possibly do. Is look, they don't. No, Archie, no, don't. No, don't. Please, no. Hope you keep them well, Archie. Hope you're doing all right. Much love to you, brother. Much love to you. But what was I saying? You completely put us off track.
They address people's concerns.
Yes, they do. They do one way or the other. And again, there are some glaring issues with the game, but the main thing is that it's not being just pushed under the rug. And
yes, they could literally be just saying, nothing about it. It's they could be on a conference call. It's yeah, we know about it, but we're not going to do anything. Just don't let the gamers know that we are not actively doing anything about it.
A lad chant moment. Oh, that's fun. Is that what we should call the moments whenever you brain fart, lad? A lad chant moment?
Yes, I concur.
Folks, should I give him at least 30 seconds to see if he can remember before I remind him?
Don't. That's rude. That's cruel. Don't. I'll just be sitting there
I humbly request to have permission to use the lab chat emote in my streams, just annoy lad.
No.
Yes.
But this whole graffiti competition brought up some speculation from some people, which was people were speculating that spray paint may come back.
Marks.
We had Marks. We had a couple of other people. We had other people asking about this, and I am here to tell you, folks.
No.
No.
Yeah, well, essentially,
At least not yet.
I think there is a very, very small chance that this would happen, and it just comes from the way that weapons are treated. So, if you change a weapon from let's say you have a Mosin, you spray paint it green, it changes the class name of the Mosin. So, unless they do something very smart, it would make it so economies that have been set up very delicately with their weapon and how many weapons are allowed would break. Because as soon as you change that Mosin to a green Mosin, another Mosin can spawn again. So just something for people to keep in mind. There's technical difficulties on why they have never added spray painting or painting weapons into the game yet. And that's one of the biggest reasons why.
Yeah.
At least in my view.
Yeah.
Like this. No, I mainly play on like community servers, so we have multiple colored weapons.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's the thing for vanilla. Are they all the same color?
Because the actual colored variants of the weapons are all in the files already. It's just, I would assume, it's to do with the technical side, but also the balancing that they have to do, and like you're saying with the economy. But I mean, I will say I was quite disheartened when they said that they didn't really have any plans for it. And they didn't really have any plans for it at all, which is a shame.
I mean, there's plenty of clothing that I would wish was a different color.
Oh, like the plate
carriers. Like Mark said with the plate carrier. I would love to have maybe a black plate carrier or an actual camo plate carrier, because yes, it's brown and in a distance you can't really see it. You can blend in, but if you're like somewhere close to somebody else, that brown's going to stick out.
Just don't wear it then.
But I don't.
Just don't get shot. God, honestly, what's wrong with your skill issue? But yeah, I mean, again, it was a real shame. But maybe one day, maybe if there's enough attention to it, maybe there's enough warrant for it. Yeah, that's it. Maybe.
I still want sticky notes though.
Maybe one day that would be interesting. But again, overall,
thanks for the good info.
Overall, it was a really, really good stream. I'm really happy that they did take the time out of the day to do the stream. Showed how excellent Sumrak is at the game and failing miserably killing a chicken. Surprised he actually got to the new castle. But it's... I am excited. I'm excited to see what else they bring. Not only for the vanilla servers in Livonia or the changes, but also what they're going to be doing for mods and what they're going to be doing for the console side. Hopefully that you guys will get some performance upgrades. Maybe we'll see some more static objects. We just don't know. It's been about, 2-3 months since the last update? Come up to that point? Yeah? They've had a lot of time in the oven for this particular update compared to previous updates this year. So I've got high hopes. Got really, really high hopes. Can we skin zombies? What's wrong with you?
I want a zombie mask though.
I
want to be with the undead. I want to whisper to someone.
Like, what happened to you?
What? I mean, it's not far off from the fact where I want to cut a dead player's head off and put it on a pike in front of my base and be like, "Yo, what's up?"
No, that's fine. but infected?
Yeah, I want to throw a zombie head at somebody. Can I not do that? Why can't I have fun? 0 out of 10.
Because I said you can't. I love you, really. I love you, really. Kinda.
Reaction of the reaction.
Oh, mate, that'll always be one of my favourite moments. I thought it was really, really cool. But it's... Again, 119 is going to be really, really cool. Really interested to see what else they come out with for the rest of the year. How long do you think experimental will last for?
How long does it usually last? Like what, 2-3 weeks?
3 weeks or so. But with it being the the vehicle physics updates, the Livonia changes, the Chernarus changes, and whatever else that they do add, who knows? Who knows how long they'll keep experimental up for? I hope that no, Archie.
For consoles, for our experimental side, I think we only have access to Chernarus because I don't remember Livonia being part of the experimental for consoles. Unless they change it.
Yeah.
I haven't been on there in a while.
I'm just hoping that with this update, it'll make people think that Livonia is finally worth the money. I do hope that, to be honest, and this is going to sound a bit weird, but I actually do hope that DayZ comes out of a new DLC. Archie, stop bullying me.
I kind of wish there would be a new map. Everyone and their mother has been saying, "Can we get a new map? Can we get another official map, please?" When Livonia came out, because everyone hated it.
Mm-hmm. We'll see.
They can take so many examples from all these other fan-made maps that have come out in recent years. Maybe a more desert map, a more tropical map. Even though that probably wouldn't make sense for DayZ, but still, shut up. Let me have what I want.
See, it's the only reason I'm kind of thinking about a new DLC, and it's something I've been thinking about the past couple of days, is that Arma 3. It's always been the baby. It's not exactly a secret. Arma 3's had so many DLCs over the past nearly 9 or 10 years since it's been out. Had a lot of attention, a lot of love for it. DayZ's only ever had the one DLC, but obviously it's had the brand new, it's had the engine swap and everything like that. It's been the kind of base of Infusion. Nice little test bed, but it's got a very dedicated community, very passionate, and passionate is honestly a good word to use it considering the wide spectrum of people in the community. Then I do think that maybe in the next couple of years, if they do decide we're going to continue development DayZ, if they do announce that at the end of the year, they said we're going to have another year of development, fantastic, that'd be great. But I'm concerned that the DayZ engine, not engine, but this steam train of DayZ is starting to go out. DayZ community and Spectrum in the same sentence. Shut up. But underrated. But I do think that's starting to perhaps not slow down, but maybe something's going on behind the scenes. Again, pure speculation. And it would be interesting with the current team, which is now expanded, for them to spend a little bit of time, quite a bit of time, to make a new map from the ground up for console and PC, especially for console, because they do have just the two maps, and I do sympathise with them. They've been wanting new maps. The people talking about getting the Mosque on console, which is never going to happen. Derail, all sorts of different maps, which is never going to happen. It's literally a practical and legal impossibility. But if they do decide, look, you're not wrong, Archie, to be fair, you're not wrong. But if they do decide, let's make a new map, or maybe spend a lot more time in Livonia to really polish it, really get it nice, until the point where it's right, new map time. But we'll see that. We'll see how it goes. I
mean, they are doing really well with, focusing on Livonia because, if they're focusing on Livonia, they're going to be generating more revenue for the game because it's DLC, people have to pay for it.
Yeah, as long as they just don't try and lock any features apart from the map behind the paywall, that I'm fine with that. As long as the only thing that's locked behind it is just the map, I'm fine with that.
My idea for a map, if it's going to be say the last map, have it 3 different distinct biomes, coastal area, more wooded area, and then maybe more arid desert type area.
Mm-hmm. That would be nice.
But anyway, gentlemen, it's about
don't
time for me to hit that old. It's about to hit that old dusty trail. I hate my job, but
Oh, bless you, mate. Well, honestly, it's been lovely having you on. I really, really do appreciate it. You know, you're welcome anytime, Wrath. You really, really are appreciated. Thank you so much.
Bye, Wrath.
ask permission to join.
Just jump in anytime, mate. Anytime we're streaming, you want to pop in while we're talking, go for it. No problem at all.
But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, you guys have a pleasant day. Like, comment, and subscribe on this channel. If you already did, unsubscribe and resubscribe and hit some sort of like button on some random video. Dump, you're a beautiful man, and lad, no red 9, maybe. But anyway, see you later, guys.
Take care of yourself, mate. Much love to you. Much love.
Woo!
It's Stormcast now. Oh lord, what have we done? But yes, overall, really awesome stream. Can't wait to see if they do another one before Experimental comes out. Kind of hoping they do more teasers, but we'll just have to wait and see. What do you think, Dub?
Oh, I think it's really cool. I'm really excited about it. I'm happy they're doing the streams and giving us these little snippets of information, you know, like waiting for my breadcrumbs. But no, it's really exciting. It's cool because I think they're trying to give Livonia a purpose, like you said, and I think that is fantastic news to see from the dev team.
Oh, absolutely. Definitely. But along with, obviously, the new update coming out, some people may be aware, I am an avid Mosque fan. And they have... Sumrak has done the 5th week, what I presume is the final content, well, not the final update, but the last week of the build-up of the Phoenix countdown. I know, Dump, I don't think you've really touched the Mosque, haven't you?
Well, I played on a little bit, but I've never gone to any of the lore. I enjoy it, though. It's a fun thing. Did I join the hype train? No, but I still like it.
How dare you?
Hey, we all have our sticks. You don't like Livonia? I'm not a person who drooled over the Mosque.
Well, see, the thing is, no. No, but, you know, I'm an absolute avid fan of Mosque, always have been, since it came out in standalone. I never played the mod, like the DayZ mod, so obviously I never really, well, I didn't touch it at all back then. But it's a really, really interesting idea what Sumrak's got. So, from what we can imagine, and I won't touch on this too much because obviously I don't want to be talking forever about something you don't really play at all. But I am interested in hearing. No, you need to play it more. But so he introduced a new dynamic event, which was a lifeboat, which you can find on Tara Island, just somewhere around there, and it'll spawn the last document. And the last document went into detail about how this survivor, Adam Walker, is the last person alive from the Phoenix oil rig. And he managed to get into A3, and he recovered a suit that allowed him to survive Lancia for longer. And I'm quite interested to see if, because the way that the suit is, it's got a oxygen tank, just normal oxygen tank, and it's powered by a battery. That's a really interesting concept. Really, really interesting concept. And as a modding standpoint, I'm interested in how that was done. Really interested.
Yeah.
You don't care, do you?
Oh, no. I'm smiling for different reasons.
What?
Nothing.
What are you smiling about, my son?
Nothing. Nope. I'm excited for it, though. I'm excited to hear that news. They found that note. There is the cool things. That's really cool.
Do you know something I don't?
Nope. So, what other things did they put out? I thought
No. We aren't
broadcast.
moving on. We aren't moving on, boy. What? What have you done?
Nothing.
Are you not allowed to talk about it? If you worked on the Mosque without telling me,
I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. That's all I can say.
I am going to be fucking fuming.
Okay. You all you want.
No, but that's gonna play on me until it comes out now. You know something I don't, and you can't talk about it. You're a dick. I love you. I love you at the bottom of my heart. But I love you. We'll talk after the show when no one's listening.
Sure.
But I don't even know what to talk about now. You clearly.
How about
Yes.
this? Okay, fine, do that way.
No, I was just going to address Boydie's comment first. So
Isolate, Maker Cannabis Plus, just submitted his own thing to it, to the graffiti.
oh, a live in chat. I like that actually. Let's quickly pull that up. Actually, let's quickly pull that up. Let's pull that up for everybody to see. And yes, Boydie, we'll be talking about the Xmas Show. Don't worry about that, my guy. That's simple, but I like that.
Yeah, alive in Cherno. Looks like somebody took some fire, some charcoal from a fireplace and just smeared it on there.
Yeah, definitely. That's really nice. That's cool. That I like that. This one, the Ice Blade. Fuck, I can't even talk when I'm scratching my eye. Jesus, I cannot multitask. Channel, I can't even talk full stop. Yeah. Hey, Cabello, how you doing, bud? Hope you're keeping yourself well. But so apparently, don't know something about the Mosque that I don't. That's coming up. That's really cool. But anyway, so there's been a lot of different theories about. Oh no, he's here.
Yeah,
There's Archie.
I still have perms.
I mean, of course you do. You're supposed to come back.
Oh shit. How you doing, bud? Man, it's been so long.
Better now, sweetheart. How you doing?
Oh, you naughty boy.
Don't Brad looking good with that beard. You look nice and rugged.
It's so
Oh,
nice.
baby.
No, man, Archie, it's an absolute awesome thing that you're back, bud. You keeping yourself well?
Yeah, man, I'm just popping in, bro. I just wanted to come in and say hi. Plus, they
Hell
were
yeah.
telling me to in the chat, so I wanted to bomb it.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough, man. I really do appreciate you popping in. We'll have to have a catch up sometime. It'd be a minute to do, but time schedules and everything like that. But
Hey, bro. Anytime. Didn't know, it just seemed like you guys were hitting a lull or something. I thought I'd jump in,
Thanks.
No, I mean, you didn't have anything to talk about, you know what I mean? So I was like, I'll
There was
come in and
things.
bomb it. Yeah,
There was
okay, my bad.
things.
I'll just see myself out then.
No, stay.
Hi.
No, don't tell him to leave. Don't tell him to leave. I've missed Archie. I've missed him.
Okay, I'll hang out.
Nice one. So, but what I was going to say that the Mosque is shaping up to be a real nice update. Actually, I don't know. You mainly play kind of like official at this point in time, don't you?
I play vanilla, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Have
not
you really,
necessarily official.
well, that's fair. Yeah. You haven't. So obviously, you haven't really touched on the Mosque that much.
I did actually play in the
Oh.
Mosque with Killer Bean. I call her Bean.
Yeah.
And we got all the way through, collected all the parts, followed the lore. I had a half Russian guy, a Russian immigrant, Helen. He was
Right.
reading all of the nomenclature, the literature to us.
Yes.
It was really immersive. I really liked it. And then we got to the final part, we have to activate everything and jump in that thing that he ripped off from Half-Life, the resonance cascade thing. And we jumped in it, and it teleported us back to the coast. Like, literally, it didn't kill us. It teleported us to the coast. I don't know what happened. I don't know what went wrong. I was like, this isn't Lantia. This is the coast. So, it was...
Yeah, I assume you know how to do it now, though, how to get in the way through.
Apparently, we didn't turn something on after we put everything in it. Yeah, so it was like... And then we immediately got shot at because we spawned right next to a base. So, but yeah, it was interesting. It was a huge letdown though, but it was like,
I can imagine.
You know, it would have been a great video if Bean would have put it all together, because it was like the heartbreak right before the climactic exposition, you know.
Oh, that would have been a really sick video to watch, to be fair. That would have been really sick. Oh man. Oh well. I mean, it is what it is, I suppose. It is what it is.
I loved it though, man. I like that he's got all of the lore in it and stuff like that, because there's really no end game to DayZ, but there is to the Mosque. That's the map is way too fucking small for me. But you know, I love it. I think he deserves all the credit he has. I did actually. I leaked that oil rig model like a year ago by mistake.
Oh yeah.
You remember that?
Yes.
It's a really nice model though, bro. All the colliders were done. It just didn't have textures.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember doing a little bit of naughty data mine, and then one of the new updates came out for it, and then it was just gone. It was like
gone. Yeah,
I was devastated. I was like, oh no, is he like stopped doing it? And then obviously now we know that it wasn't supposed to be there in the first place.
I didn't know that. I was just looking through assets. And I saw it and clicked it, and I was like, what in the fuck is this? Because I saw the size. And then I zoomed out. I was like, this is a whole oil rig. This is nice. I mean, it's really detailed. So I'm assuming that's going to be in the new updates, the last update, right?
Yeah. So that's the Phoenix oil rig. That's going to be in the far east side of the map, directly east of Tara Harbor.
Right.
And in the last note that you picked up, the main character went on to explain that the NAC forces had sabotaged the oil rig.
Adam Walker or Adam something, right?
Yeah, Adam Walker, and you needed to use an NBC suit to get onto the rig.
Yeah, that's so cool.
But there's also a 3D printer on there which you used with the suit. So,
a 3D printer.
Mm-hmm. That's what that's what you said was on there. On the oil rig, and he used that for the suit to make like more stuff. So perhaps we actually have to manufacture the suit to survive in Lantia for longer. But if we do survive Lantia for longer, that means there's going to be more detail or possible expansion. I can't wait for that personally. I've been to Lantia a few times, and it is.
I haven't got to go. I haven't had the opportunity.
It's so gorgeous, but you don't. It's a shame at the moment because you can only be there for like a minute, if that, unless you find the parts to make it last longer, like about another minute or 30 seconds. So, fingers crossed. You know, and when it does come out, you got to absolutely try and make the adventure. I know of a couple of servers that are gearing up for it. One of the servers I regularly play on, which I've been doing all my note hunting, is on live. Ran by Cracks, who's played with Echo, who I believe was on the show before. I think they're doing an event at the moment on their servers. I'm not too sure at the moment. Or they did, or they will.
It was really nice doing it. You have to have a squad, though, if you play on a server with a medium to high pop, because you're just going to get smoked by ghillies.
Oh, absolutely.
It was, and it was. I just love the challenge, though, man. But yeah, I really want to try that. If you want to run it together, bro, hit me up. We'll do it.
I mean, for sure, once we do have some time that can kind of like blend together, because obviously there's like, what, a 5-6 hour difference at this point, I think?
Dude, I'm an unemployed disabled veteran, bro.
You've got
let
the time.
Me know. Yeah, dude.
You've got the time. I work 40 hours a week. I don't have the time. I get home and I want to go to bed. I'm tired. But we'll definitely have to work something out. And Dom, I'd love for you to join us as well. Absolutely.
Oh, I get to finally play with Lad?
That is actually a good point. So, interesting little tidbit. I think we've talked about on the show before. Domp and I have actually never played DayZ properly together. We've only developed. That is it.
Yep.
That was
I don't think. Yeah. I know I played with Lad. I don't think I ever played with Dump either.
No. I think the only time what I can recall is when on Exile. I don't recall Exile.
Yeah, we ran around on that wannabe Tarkov server.
You mean Extra?
Extra, yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
Would they play then? You were wasting. It was like 4 a.m. Yeah, no wonder I forgot. That's
wait, no wonder you forgot, or no wonder that's why you played with me. Okay.
But yeah, Archie, like once the new update comes out, and I've definitely got free time, I'll hit you up. I'll definitely hit you up, and we'll see what we can do there for you. And heck, it'd be great to stream it as well.
Yeah, man, I would like to get to Lantia. I know you got to run around quickly and grab everything, but
yeah,
it'd just be nice to get it done, because after all that build up, then the popcorn fart at the end, it was kind of like, oh.
Yeah, it's such a ball ache. It's like, oh, for fuck's sake. Been there plenty of times. The most recent, one of my most recent attempts, and I'm so embarrassed by this, but it's a funny story, is, the walkway to get to the anomaly at A1 before you jump in. So I was with a bunch of me mates, and we were playing it. We were running up there, and I saw a claymore on the walkway, and I'm thinking, shit, they're gonna use the switch, and we're all dead. So I'm shouting. This is like 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm shouting at everybody, claymore on the walkway, get away, whatever. But in my mind, I thought for some reason it had the same radius as a landmine. It did not. So I shot it while I was standing right in front of it.
Wait, so someone put a claymore on it, so whoever was trying to get to Lantia got blown up, I'm assuming, right?
No, they were hiding up in the hills out of range, and they just watched.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my gosh.
It blew up, it killed my teammates, I survived, I had broken legs in flashing red health, and they just sniped me and finished me off. And I was so pissed at myself. I'm like, lad, you're a fucking idiot.
If you think the campers are bad there, wait until that oil rig's in the game, because there's so many little nooks and crannies.
This might be a long shot, but if this person's in chat, please send us the footage.
I know exactly who it was.
Ooh, did he record it?
No. It was actually Cracks and Echo. They were going to go to A3 to go to Lantia, and they planted the claymore there, and they were just wanting to see what was going to happen, and they were entertained. So I suppose it worked out in some way. But the Mosque runs, A3 runs are really, really fun. You just got to make sure you got a lot of respirators. But we'll just have to see what the runs will be like with the new update. Absolutely.
When is that? Has he put out a release date for the Mosque update?
Not per se, but Thursday gone, yesterday I should say, was the last log for the Phoenix countdown. So I can only assume that it's going to come in the next 2 to 3 weeks, possibly before 119 hits, but I just don't know. He hasn't said anything specific. Which, to be fair, I'm happy with. It's been a fun ride looking for the logs, because you had to travel all over the ice on the east-hand side of the map to find all the logs. And when you get to the east side of the map, you can hear you can actually hear the foghorn of the oil rig off in the distance.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it's a really interesting update, and I love some Wreck for what he does. The attention to details. So I got high hopes for it.
And it's free,
Yes.
A lot of these cats are not making any money, and they're coming out of pocket big time,
And that's okay. And that's the one thing I actually really admire about Namalsk, is that it's one of the few map mods out there, if not the only one, where he doesn't allow people to use it on a monetized server, where he doesn't monetize any part of it. Like, if you want to use it, you can go ahead. It's for free, but don't make money off of it. And you know what? I respect that. I respect that.
It's amicable for sure. Well, hey, I'm gonna go sit in Discord with DOJ. We're gonna go over some stuff. I just wanted to pop in. Give me a heads up if you want me to come on and hang out. And
Absolutely,
banter
man.
and stuff, but-
You are welcome anytime, mate. You're absolutely welcome anytime.
Oh yeah, good to see you guys. I'm out of here.
Right, much love to you, Archie. Take care. But yeah, I'm super excited for the Mosque. It's going to be really, really cool. And Boydie was saying that, want to do it as a team, invite community members. Look, I know people's going to be asking us to do another 24-hour live stream for when the new update hits. I've actually got plans for that. And I'll talk about it a little bit now, what I've got in mind. So the way I want to do it this time is I don't want to do it alone. I want people to come in and help. Every now and again, I'll be in a Discord or something like that. I'll have community members, people from the team, anybody. If they want to come onto the server and in the Discord and they want to talk to us and they want to play along with us, come along. I'm going to need all the support because last time I got to the 18, 19 hour mark and I was ill. I was so ill. I wish I had the footage and the clips, but I was sitting here and I'm like, I need to quit. And the one person that was telling us it's all right to kind of like quit, he doesn't like, they don't expect us, was actually McCain. He's been in chat, and I was like, nah, I'm doing it, and I fucking did.
Nice.
So yeah, apparently I'm going to be doing that again at some point. No confirmed date from 119 yet. Maybe sometime this I was going to say this week, this month for sure. There he is, you little shit. I proved you wrong that day. I proved you wrong, and I'm happy with that. But yeah, absolutely anybody who wants to come and help with that, be my guest. I'll let people know closer to the date when that can happen. But yeah, the Mosque update. I'm both excited for it and I'm dreading for it. You look dead because I was. 24 hours. I was awake for 24 hours and I was surviving off junk food and nothing but iron brew.
You were pretty sick for a couple days after that too. If I
yes,
remember right.
I had to go back to work a few days later and I was fucked. So next time, I'm going to take a few days off. I am not doing that, Mickey. I am not doing that. I am fine. You know my stance. I am clean. I am good. I'll stick a Rockstar and Iron Brew. Oh my lord. But yeah, again, really, really excited for it. So we'll see how that goes. 52 hours straight is the record, and it's going to stay that way, because if you think I'm doing that, you can sod right off. Thank you, though, for the thoughts. But another thing I kind of want to touch on, which came, kind of like was posted on about, I believe it was last night. That is very true, Lake. That is very true. Just want to say this for our listeners on SoundCloud and Spotify, which, by the way, we are going to be uploading the episodes on there. Dump, you've been absolutely killing it with that, haven't you? Naughty boy. He's just staring at us like, what are you talking about?
I'm just staring at you going like, what uploads?
Shush! But yes, you say DayZ is running out of steam. But I think if this vehicle update actually does what it intends to accomplish, new life will come to the game, and you're absolutely right. And new memes. Will we finally see the cars flying gone? We'll never know. And New Dawn. There you go. Just New Dawn. Gribbles. New Dawn. That's it. My boy. But yeah, so something that was posted on about last night, which I was actually really, really cool, and I instantly was like, I want to commission this guy, is a awesome person by the name of Petty Weddy. I hope I'm saying your name right, and if not, I do apologize. So they came out with a couple of tweets. If DayZ don't make toys, you have to do it by yourself. Little teaser of my new figure, guess the character, hope tomorrow I can make final picks. And this was insane. This was absolutely fantastic to see. And mate, what do you
amazing.
think? Yeah, it is really cool.
I downloaded the image and I actually went through it really well, and it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. Not only is it's very well detailed and pretty much authentic to what most DayZ looks like, you can actually see little details he put in there. Now, if you look at the, I think it's the left-hand foot where the yellow is of the firefighter gear, you can see a little bit of blood, but there's also blood spatter all over those pants.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
But no, they did an amazing job with this, and I love it. It's so cool that they took the time and effort into this, and then they even went Giga Chat, and they said that it didn't take too long for them to make this, I believe, inside of our own Discord.
Yeah, they did post quite a number of images. Let's see if I can actually find them in the media. Let's see where they at, boy. Yeah,
I think they're in general chat.
It was either general media. Let's see what we can find here. I'm pretty sure it was in media. Yeah, it was in media.
Yeah.
And he posted that one to Twitter as well, and that was the one of the Yellow King. But again, the level of detail that you went into that's the fucking phrase of the stream. The level of detail, the amount of attention that he's went into creating this. And when we talked about, when I said, love to commission, so I was just like, how much time goes into making these? And he said, honestly, it was pretty fast. I built the king in 3 days in my off time. Most time consuming was the sculpting of the helmet. The logo on the axe is 3D printed and painted. The clothing is only weathered. And, I asked him if he was taking commissions. And he said, sorry lad, I only build for myself in my free time, and if I would do it, it would not be cheap. Along the clothing would cost several €100. But if I would do a figure for you, it would have to have a red 9, which honestly, mate, I would gladly sell my kidney for that. But it was really, really awesome, really, and that's the thing I've talked about in the show. Dom, I believe you have as well. DayZ merch in general, it's cool to have the clothings and the mugs and whatever else. But would you, if you were able to, would you actually spend a couple of $100 on a fully custom kind of model like this, like a little figure you can pause and do whatever else? Because I would.
So I actually would, and you know what? This is not this isn't a new thing. There's a WoW website called Figure Prints, and they allowed you to print people's WoW characters with their gear on. Well, I did that for my best friend Clay. It cost me about $600, but it's about yay tall, right? Fully thing, comes in its own glass dome. It was so worth it. And you know what? They're still printing them. They're still doing it. It's so cool. And there's a backlog. I had to wait 4 months for mine to be printed.
Holy shit.
I'm just saying. There is a niche. There is a market for it. However, would DayZ's community be willing to fork up the money for something like this? I'm not sure.
I mean, there would definitely be a small part of it that would do that. But would they go into the level of detail that this guy did? No idea.
Probably not.
But I would like to think that with that post, with the excitement it generated, BI have got to have noticed. They've got to be like, right, there is some market interest for it from people, and I just don't see why they wouldn't. I mean, yeah. I mean, you are right, McKee. Small parts. Most just see this as a game and don't care. That's fair. Some people do see this as just a game. They just want to play it, and that's perfectly fine, and that's okay. I just believe that any game company who is passionate about their game would create merch for this, and I would expect them to do the same for Armor, to be honest. Just having little figures or little stuff here and there everywhere, just little bits and bobs, just as a nice little nice little thing. Because I think it'd be really cool. I probably wouldn't be able to afford it, Ice Blade. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't be able to afford it, but it's a nice little thing. And figure as well, yeah.
It's cool because there are a lot of items unique to DayZ's aesthetic, and they don't necessarily need to be a full-grown player doll like this. It could just be basic in-game DayZ items that scream DayZ.
Like what Prestige done with the Epi, the Morphine, and the Pox.
Exactly. Simple things like that you could go to a manufacturing company and be all like, hey, I want to be able to sell these. Can you make this in small amounts, like, a couple thousand at a time? And then
Limited
they can just sell it from their merch or whatever, right? The only thing that comes into factor is, they would just have to do trial runs, right? Like, hey, did this sell? It doesn't sell. Okay, cool. Now we can just do giveaways of it, right? But like Iceblade said, cost versus benefit. But I think their merch store is getting more popular. They've been pushing that a little bit harder. So who knows? Maybe they have things in the works we don't know about.
You never know. You never know. And that's that. I suppose it's a good thing with DayZ as well, because a lot of their items are based on real world stuff. So if you want to represent DayZ or your own favorite character combination, outfit, whatever, you can literally just go on eBay or whatever, and you can just buy the clothing, buy the stuff, sorted. That's perfectly fine. Or hire somebody to create some custom gear for you. That's great. But for little things or figures, Scotty, if you watch this VOD or anything like that, and you're taking your notes, if you don't capitalize on making your own Yellow King figurine, bruh. Question is, could Lad actually survive if DayZ was real? Mate. No. No, God, no. I wouldn't sod that. I'm too fat. I'd just be like, nah, I'm fine. I'm good. Behave the sugar he intakes. Never. But yeah, I just do think that there is a market for even just I'm a walking soft drink. Yeah, fair enough. I am brewing Rockstar. That's pretty much my blood at this point. That's what I live on. Water? No. But again, I do think that there is some kind of market for it, and I've got ideas for stuff, and in fact, I've been wanting to talk to certain people in the community to be like, hey, can we get some stuff made? I've got the boards back there. They're still on the wall. They're going to be there until the day I bloody move out, and they'll come with us everywhere I go. I don't give a shit. And we've got some more in the works. But there is a market for it. It's just if people are willing to obviously do that, because costs have got to make sure that they cover manufacturing everything else. But one of my cats wants in the room now. I can hear her scratch at the door, and I know exactly which cat it is. But they're not coming in. Not a chance. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I know you said you got the $600 3D printed figure, but if you could, what would be the one thing from DayZ that you would like to own in real life?
That is so hard for me to think about because there are so many cool things in DayZ that make me feel warm and fuzzy, for lack of a better word, inside. Well, but you want something that when you look at it, you go, damn, I have that, right?
Yeah.
So, weapons? No, not really. There are a lot of cool weapons in DayZ, but I can't really think of any specific weapon that would be clutch DayZ remembering for me, right? Because, like you said, most things in DayZ are real life.
Yeah.
I think, Oh yeah, what are people saying here? Nova building, bag pouch.
M65 jacket, the bow. I love Simon. The bow. Oh, right.
The bowl. I thought I read that as the bowl.
The bowl in DayZ?
I'm all like, I didn't know there was a bowl. You know what? It would be the industrial building that has the wheelbarrow in it and the center pillar. And it would have to include on the wall with God, please for, and it just trails off.
Mm.
Every time I see that,
that,
I think of DayZ.
Mm.
I would love to have a little miniature of that. Or the crazy, creepy Santa on the top of the chimney.
Oh, hell yeah. Absolutely.
What about you? Red 9.
Obviously. I've already got a Red 9 airsoft gun bookmarked. So when I get my Yukara, I know what I'm getting instantly. And you can spend an extra $100 to get the real wood buttstock imported alongside that. So, yeah. I would like to have like as Blix has just said, an old school G.I. Joe style figure that comes with a few interchangeable outfits and items would be awesome. I'd love something like that. I'd love to make my own custom one, with my own kind of like, particular thing. I would like a scale model of the Green Mountain building, the radio tower.
Nice.
I would really like that. But I would like to have a scale model of Prison Island.
Oh. I actually just thought of something I would want more than the thing I wanted.
What?
And they kind of already sell it. But I want one of those maps that has the geology, the bumps and the crevices and stuff. You guys know what I'm talking about. You see them at like, people's houses who like really love stunning landscapes and stuff. They're like, it's literally topographical maps. I would love to see a true topographical map of Shanaris or Livonia. That would be clutch.
You can actually get that. There's a guy on Instagram who makes 3D printed versions of different maps. Small,
no, these are like, they just have like, they look like steeps of the map, but they have all the different elevation numbers on them and everything.
Right.
Like the person I think said in chat, elevation maps.
Yeah.
That would be, I would be so happy. Called a Linosplane. Those would be cool.
Yeah, I can't even say that. How the hell can you even type that? I mean, yeah, that would be pretty interesting, actually. That'd be pretty interesting. If anybody, like, I'll say this now, and I'm going to be a bit cheeky to ask. If anybody has anything in the works that they would like to just gift or show off, send pictures, show us. Love to showcase this kind of stuff. But if you want us to be like, oh hey lad, by the way, I'm not gonna say no. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna say no. But yeah, I would love to see. This is one thing I would love to. I would have loved to have my own space. To create my own dioramas of certain scenes of like my gaming history of DayZ. There's like so many stories that I haven't told that I would love to just be able to do like a diorama of that particular thing. Especially my first ever death. I'll remember that very, very vividly. I'll never forget those words. And the genuinely have stuck with us over 6 years later. I hope those two are doing all right. I hope that them two are doing pretty cool. Whoever the hell they were. But yeah, Omnia, I believe you've posted about that in the Discord, and I think you DM'd me, so I'm gonna have to take a look, definitely. But yeah, Merch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be good, yeah. What the fuck what am I doing?
I don't know what you just did, but don't do it again.
I remember the first guy who spoke to me, lol, and his name was his name guy called Roma. Hope Roma's doing all right, unless he killed you, then fuck him. What was your first death, Dump? What if you remember? What was like that first?
My first real experience or interaction in DayZ was two guys came up on me while I was just a fresh spawn next to the Electro Dam. And they pretty much helped me up and then took me to it was the power station, the big power station there, right? And they force-fed me gasoline. Or no, disinfectant bottle, spray disinfectant bottle. And the entire time I'm playing along with it because, I was having fun. I was just new to DayZ. I was like, this is what DayZ's about.
Yeah.
And then they're sitting there laughing as I'm pretty much dying. And then they come over and they take all my items off me, right? And they tell me where they're going. They literally go, we're going to go out this gate, go up the road, take a left, go up the road. Along that road is going to be the medicine you need to survive. And they left me there naked and left. Those guys didn't drop the pills.
I wonder why.
I found all my clothing and items scattered along the ground as I was going, showing that they didn't even need my stuff. But that was my first true experience in DayZ. And then after that, I became a hermit. I never went into towns unless I saw people.
It truly changed a man.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Lord. Oh, that's... Yeah. I spent most of my alpha days on DayZ RP, and there's a lot of stories there, but... Oh, my God, it was really awesome. Really, really good times. Sometimes I miss alpha, miss those kind of stories, but you know what? It made everything. So... Lad's a pacifist. Yeah.
Fuck no.
No? Yeah, kinda. I mean...
I remember your karma days.
We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that. I tend to new leaf.
Lad was brutal.
No. Look, just because I subscribe to a no mic, no life rule like everybody else does. And look, shush. Be quiet. Actually, that does remind me. That reminds me, I was playing with another group. They don't play DayZ anymore, they don't have the time. And we were at Balota Airfield. This is one of like the modern maps, and it had like some of the military stuff there. More so than what's already there. And my friends, they were talking to a guy. I could hear them on Discord. They were talking to him. They're having a laugh. I can't remember what his name was, though. I didn't really give a shit. And I just rolled up, and they're like, "Oh yeah, he is Lad." And I just said, "Hey," and I just shot him and I killed him. And they were like, "What? What are you doing? What? He was so nice." I'm like, "I want his stuff. I don't care." And he came back 5 minutes later. I was like, "Oh yeah, no, sorry, mate. It was a mistake. It was a mistake. Don't worry." And then I killed him again.
See? Brutal. Just brutal.
Some days I want to help people. Some days I want your shoes. For no other reason, but I want your shoes. I let fresh spawns live all the time. Yeah, when it comes to fresh spawns, when they literally have nothing, I'm both scared of them and I will help them. But only when they're not in the main cities. When they're out the way, I'll help them. But yeah.
Agreed.
Oh man. This game has definitely brought in some very, very good memories. And I can't wait to make more. I really, really can't wait to make more. It's going to be really, really awesome. Eh, Lord. This game, man. But before we do finish up for today, though, because this one is going to be a little bit of a shorter one. Sadly, like I said, Lemons wasn't able to attend. I would love to have had him. But we've had Raph and we've had Archie, both really, really awesome people. Wrath has made some really interesting and funny videos. And Archie, need I say more? It's Archie. He's lovely. He's great. But yeah, what was I saying? Lad champ moment. I'm just like. No, stop it! Stop counting! Stop counting! Shut up! But that is going to be it for the. Yeah, that's right. Fuck you. But that's for tonight. Bitch. But for tonight, that is going to be it for episode 118 of the DayZ podcast. But before we finish up, as usual, gotta go for our spotlights. Dump, what was your spotlight for this week?
So I actually thought about this ahead of time. Yay me!
Yay!
So I was actually in comms the other day with Boydie while he was streaming, and he was mentioning something about how I'm self-taught. And you know what? It got me really thinking. I would say that I'm 80% self-taught, and my spotlight today is about the other 20%. And honestly, my spotlight is on all the people who taught me how to mod in the very beginning or gave me a chance. And that was just very long, but the majority of the people who gave me a chance are Max from Massively Item Overhaul, OP from OP Base Items, and my really good friend Damon Forge. Without those three people, a lot of the information as well as the perseverance I have for learning and pushing forward probably wouldn't be there. And we have a lot of other people who are fellow modders or people who have started to mod themselves, like Lad and stuff. I bounce constant ideas off myself. And I just wanted to highlight those people because nobody does everything 100% by themselves. And if they do, there's other people behind them supporting them. And that's kind of like my spotlight, is thank you to those people who have helped me get this far.
And that's really awesome, man. I feel like sometimes when you get into a hobby like modding, especially, you know, for ourselves, at least in my case, sometimes you'll kind of forget. I wouldn't say origins, but you forget some of the people who help you, and you kind of have to take a step back and it's like, you know what, these guys, that they helped me a lot, and it is really nice to just take that time to show your appreciation. So that's really awesome. That's really awesome if you did. My spotlight, though, the community. No, it's not. It's not the community.
All right, we gotta stop making that joke. The community's gonna get offended eventually.
But I think my spotlight is going to be all the people who show their appreciation for the dev team, and all the people who help with communities, with events. You know, especially lately over the summer, there's been so many different events going on. I've completely lost track of how many that's gone on over the past few months, and all the people that's gotten married, engaged, and everything like that. So, I mean, technically, yeah, it is actually the community, but it's for the people who are passionate about the game, who are constantly just outdoing themselves, you know, and like I showed the clip earlier on about Cam. You know, he was on he was a guest on the podcast quite some time ago, and during Boydie's tenure, and he was one of the most loveliest people he was just so positive, and he was really fantastic. And when I saw that video today, and it made my day, and I'm not even on the team, and I'm like, you know what, that's really awesome. McKay's spotlight. Mine's me. I like to thank Jesus, my mum, my friends, also my Discord friends. I am the spotlight. What an award. Thanks. Much appreciated. But yeah, absolutely. But majorly it is the dev team. I wish I could just name all of them individually, but yeah, absolutely. But before we absolutely do finish, just a couple of little announcements I want to make. So the first one is we are starting to gear up for the Xmas Show this year. Boydie and I, we are in discussions with people to go through, to sort out prizes, to get plans and whatnot, because last year's Christmas episode done really, really well. It was a really good format, had a really good time. So this year we want to do that again, so just like to make you aware. We're going to be getting the bots and everything that working, so you can save up your points for that Christmas episode. We'll keep you up to date in the Discord about what's going on. And the second one, which is actually going to be a surprise to Dump, we have a guest next week. We got a guest. I've actually got off my arse and got one. Nice. So, but with that guest coming on, we do have to delay the episode to Saturday, because it's not just one person coming on, it's multiple people, and we felt it'd be right to get as much time with them as possible and not them coming in halfway through the episode. So with that, the guest is actually going to be the DayZ expansion team. We're going to be interviewing them and talking to them about expansion, a whole bunch of different topics. I've been wanting to talk to them for so long. We've been in discussions for a while, and we're finally getting that sorted out. And in the next week after, I've got an idea of who I want to get on, and we'll see how that goes on. But for next week, next Saturday at 9 o'clock, we're going to be getting the expansion team on, and really, really looking forward to having them on. I hope you guys do stick around for that episode. I feel it's going to be a really, really good one. Love to talk to them about 119 and what they have planned for that. Hopefully the update's actually out and experimental by then, so we'll have to see. But yes, we'll just have to see what happens. But with that, everybody, thank you so much for coming along to the latest episode. Really do appreciate it. Much love to you, everybody in chat. Dump, thank you very much for coming along, mate. I really do appreciate it. Much love to you. And Steve is coming, Nation. Steve is coming. But yes, everybody, thank you so much for coming along. Really do appreciate it. Much love to you all. Same time next Saturday. See you then for episode 119. Hopefully 119 is actually out by then, because we'll see. Take care, everyone. Much love. Bye-bye for now. And with that is the episode. We are done. We are done. We do want to apologize again about Lemon's not being here for today's episode. He had a migraine, and you know, he needed his rest, so we just thought, yep, that's perfectly fine, that's okay, and we're allowed him to do that. So I do want to thank everybody for coming along at the show. I really do appreciate it. I recognize it's not as long as the previous ones that we've had. It's been a very busy week on my part, but I felt like, you know, the discussions are really, really cool. I really wanted to get those force on. I want to thank Wrath and Archie for coming into the chat. If you've been a guest on the show before, you feel free to come into the chat anytime if you want to talk and just want to put your input in one of the topics we're talking about. Obviously, you feel free to absolutely do that. We are obviously always looking for guests, so if you are interested in coming on the show, even if you're a player and you just want to talk about the game with us and have a good time, hit us up. More than happy to do that. If you're a content creator and you want to talk to us about DayZ, again, just hit us up. More than happy to have you. Want to get the guests ramped up, especially for the Xmas Show, which I'm really excited for this year. Really, really excited for this year. But yes, with that, thank you again so much for coming along. I really do appreciate it. Much love to you all, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. Much love to you. You all take care now. Have a good one, guys. Much love.